you own a motorcycle and don't have some kind of GPS tracking or anti-theft device on your bike, how do you sleep at night?
That sounds like my bike. Shit, that is my bike. Let's go. Oh, cut him off. I'll cut him off. Oh! Where's your car? Where's your car? Quick. Oh, it's locked. Okay, hang on. I've got an app.
Heavy duty industrial grade tracking on there, absolutely fine, but you don't necessarily want that on every single bike you've got. If you did, in my case, I'm lucky enough to have 5-6 bikes. That's a lot of money every year, isn't it? Is there a cheaper, better option? Well, do you know what? I think there might be, and this could well be it. This is a new gadget that I've been sent. It's called a SizzApp.
This is a really cool motorcycle tracker system that's a little bit different than the other stuff you've seen on the market. One of the coolest things about this thing is that it's a one-time fee. There's no monthly subscriptions, no contracts, nothing like that.
Now, not only does it help to protect your bike from theft, but it has loads of other great features on top. You can save and share your ride history. You can create group rides and see the location of your mates if they get lost. It'll tell you about the health of your bike's battery and if the device gets disconnected. And there's crash detection too. It really is a lot of features for the money, and it also comes with a 2-year warranty.
But it gives you so much more than that. So one of the really cool things about this is that it'll track all of your trips and give you a ton of information on everything, really basically everywhere that you've been. So I see that it's pretty darn cool, and it follows me every single place I went, even to my favorite little turn here that I like to go through. Lots of information.
This is great because I've already tested this and I've exported it as a GPX file. I exported the GPX file and used it in the Relive app, and I'll show you that shortly. But this is how you do it. So the button down here where you can see it looks like a little arrow coming out of something.
When the battery gets to a certain level, the app will actually tell you that your battery level's dropped, you know, to a point where you might need to consider charging it. So I'm quite happy with that.
As you can see, the SizzApp unit is small and compact. Simply connect it to your battery terminals and then register the SizzApp device via the SizzApp app on your smartphone.
So the seat is removed, and what I've done, there's 2 wires to the SizzApp. Basically 1 wire to the plus, 1 wire to the negative. It's fused, and just for now I'm going to look for somewhere else to put it out the way, but I've actually put it just behind the side panel, just under here. So if I pull the side panel off, just there, you'll see that the SizzApp is just in the side there.
Well, ease of use is a 10 out of 10. I mean, you just throw it on, no problem.
That feels really good. I haven't actually locked the bike downstairs, just knowing that the bike's now connected, you know, to something. So there's some way of me knowing if it's being moved, if it's been taken. It's a good feeling.
If I move this bike now, just rock it like that, I will get a notification on the app to say movement is detected. There it is.
As soon as I wheeled it out, a notification popped up straight away. It was saying that the device was online. It told me that the bike was on the move. It's going to be a huge peace of mind for guys like me who are a little bit worried about losing the pride and joys to these lowlifes, and it just seems to be very common these days, especially bikes are getting nicked all the time.
Interestingly enough, this must have a rechargeable battery in it, because even when you unplug it, obviously it has no more power, but it's still running because it then transmits, hey, I've been unplugged. So you get a notification that this has been disconnected from your bike, which is interesting because a lot of trackers, when you disconnect them from power, they're dead in the water, but not this one. It keeps running. So there must be either a supercapacitor or a battery or something in here that keeps it running for a while after it's been disconnected from power. So the question is, how does it work? The tracking device itself works very well. The GPS sensitivity on it is incredible. When I had it down in my basement, as I was testing the power consumption of it, it was actually detecting that it was connected and it was transmitting and connecting, and it sent the GPS position of this from my basement. So it picked up GPS signals even though it was in my house in the basement and transmitted it back to the application, which is very impressive. I don't know, I don't think my phone even can pick up GPS signals in the basement, but this thing did.
Just have one more thing, and it's also kind of a dedicated tracker, so if you want to like track your rides, this thing is dedicated to doing that. It is GPS, it has its own thing. It's not going to be interrupted by your cell phone signal and having to do other things on your cell phone. It focuses on one thing, but it does the one thing I needed to do and let me know where my motorcycle is. I do like the fact that it tells me what my battery levels are as somebody who has 3 motorcycles and the batteries are always dead. Wish I would ask for 3 units, but I didn't.